Shubhoran in the house, back with another bang on video where, ladies and gentlemen, in this video we are going to talk about Arsenal's investment in defense, how Arsenal, if they don't get Europa League or probably any European competition, even if the qualifications or qualifiers for Europa League, how Arsenal can end up with the centre back that they are seeking, because probably they want the best in the market, but if they don't have European football and if they don't get any investment from Stan Kroenke, any substantial amount of investment from Stan Kroenke, or probably they don't get a specific amount of good money in terms of selling players, then what kind of targets can they end up with? We're going to discuss in this video. But not only that, we're also going to cover with you a lot of news, so keep watching till the end. If you're an Arsenal fan, this is the best place to be. Always subscribe to this channel, because on this channel we provide you all the news scattered in a very different parts of internet all over the place, brought to you in a single place by the Indian Guiana. The first news is, we're talking about the Brexit. Well, the agreement is finally closed on Premier League player quotas post-Brexit, despite FA's idea of homegrown or non-homegrown reducing from 17 by 8 to 13 bar 12. It's set to stay at 17 bar 8. Last hurdle is deciding how high to set bar for entry, should be settled by the end of July. But talking about the bigger and best picture, let's talk about the whole centre-back situation at Arsenal. What was the original plan? If Arsenal were supposed to get any European competition, if they were to qualify, or they are to qualify, I'm not just giving up hope from it. The original plans were that board wanted Dio Upamecano. It was pretty much clear that they wanted him, they do want him, but Arteta wanted a left centre-back. And with Europa League, we could have signed both, but most probably it would still have been one of Upamecano, and problem is that maybe a free transfer like Malang Sarr. So it was pretty much clear that two centre-backs were supposed to come at Arsenal, but with no Europa League, how things have turned, because Upamecano becomes almost impossible, will require a gargantuan effort to sign him, and most importantly, a bigger amount of investment from the owner, or probably through player sales. We need to generate good amount of money, and based on what is known for now, the best case scenario is one of us, Arteta's left centre back choice was Gabriel Magalhaes, Pau Torres, and Mykola Matvienko, and along with that a compulsion of signing Malang Sarr. So along with Malang Sarr is a constant. He was supposed to come to Arsenal, and Arsenal still have a good eye on him, but more than that, it's Gabriel Magalhaes, Pau Torres and Mykola Matvienko. But this is still quite realistic even without Europe. Other players that Arsenal haven't looked at in a while, but are still would want to revisit if they believe that they're not going to get any amount of money from Stan Kroenke, then here are other options that Arsenal have already in the past being linked to and can offer them a new contract if they can have the money. Number 1, Nathan Ake from Bournemouth. Number 2, Tyrone Mings from Aston Villa. And then this is Mohamed Salisu. And the next is Evan Ndika from Eintracht Frankfurt. And then there is Burnley's Ben Mee. And then there is Paris Saint-Germain's Presnel Kimpembe. I don't know how are they going to afford Presnel Kimpembe, but then there is Dan Axel Zagadou from Borussia Dortmund. Not that of a good defender according to me. I think he is yet to develop. And then from Borussia Dortmund, he has moved to Paris Saint-Germain. It's Abdou Diallo. So these are the options. If Arsenal don't have the money to buy Dio Upamecano, then probably they are here to actually, go for some other alternatives that I've already mentioned. More on the attacking midfield, please watch my next video. It's going to come tonight as well. I'm actually searching for it, but if I get it, I'll definitely get back to you about it. While talking about John Stones, another centre-back being linked to Arsenal, Jamie Redknapp has urged him to make the next big step in his career by joining Arsenal. He says, what's next for John Stones? One of Virgil van Dijk's biggest assets is his decision-making. He knows when to play and when to put the ball into row Z. With Stones, that's been a downfall. He is quick, strong and brave in the air, but he's made high-profile mistakes. Stones is still only 26, the same age Van Dijk was when he joined Liverpool. He's young enough to mould, but has only started once in the league under Pep Guardiola since January. Arsenal need a centre-back, and Mikel Arteta knows John Stones from City days. That could be a good fit. So yeah, it's not a bad option, John Stones. But the problem is, if a defender is not good enough to stay in Pep Guardiola's system, why would he be better for Arsenal? That is my personal query about it. But I would definitely want to go at a Upamecano kind of a situation if we can get it. Or Malang Sarr would be a good development alongside William Saliba coming next season. So it's pretty much clear for me. I think centre back is a necessity for now. But without player sales, I don't think so. I think even if we don't sell players, it'll be difficult because you're gonna have a lot of defenders in your squad, but half of them are not at all useful. So we need to sell a big amount of players here. While talking about it, well, fuming fans have forced Arsenal into changing their Twitter background picture after it featured an image of them losing at Spurs Stadium. Well, yes, Arsenal had updated the image used as their background last night, leaving fans baffled. The picture stayed there for hours before they finally caved into fan pressure. One Spurs supporter tweeted out, "Nice background, too late to change it now." Another one said, "Arsenal's Twitter background. Am I missing something?" Yes, actually, the Arsenal Twitter admin, was missing something, and that was common sense. Well, moving on. Well, let's talk about goals conceded from set pieces in Premier League 2019-2020. I've already told you guys almost around 45% is what Arsenal have conceded from a set piece. But look at Arsenal. Arsenal are first, 44 goals conceded, out of which 20 goals have been scored by the opposition just from set pieces against Arsenal. So you can understand how sloppy we are in terms of when set pieces are concerned. I think our defenders are getting afraid when they see somebody taking a set piece. But not only that, talking about Manchester United, who is second on the list, is 39.4%. A worrying stat for Manchester United. There's Leicester City who's there, Watford, Watford, Aston Villa, Norwich. If you talk about these kind of three teams, we have the worst record, even worse than the three teams that are supposed to get relegated this season. So you can understand our defense is really shoddy. We need to get these personnel out of the whole squad. Probably if that's happening this season, let it be a big clear out, let it be back from ground zero. I would love it. I would really love it. Well, moving on, Piers Morgan has rekindled his ongoing feud with Aaron Ramsey, claiming he still doesn't rate the Welsh midfielder. Well, he said, talking to TalkSport, he said, "Ramsey and I had a few little skirmishes. No question he was unlucky with his injury. He was certainly a good player, and I'd be very happy if he came back to Arsenal and did what he did before, which was a very good squad player. But I always felt with Ramsey that the ego was writing checks his footballing body couldn't cash in. If he was a benchmark for the team, we weren't going to compete. He's a very good footballer, but he's not a top footballer. I watched him at Juventus, and apparently they're already looking to sell him on. He's not had many starts. Look, if you are Cristiano Ronaldo and you've got Aaron Ramsey coming in, I don't think you're massively impressed." That's my overview of Ramsey. Good player, not a great player. See, I think Piers Morgan is definitely trying to ruffle a lot of feathers here, but to not disappoint Aaron Ramsey, what he's done to us in terms of the way he's played with us, I think we've moved on with Aaron Ramsey. So I don't think so. I would agree with the fact that Aaron Ramsey should come back to Arsenal. In no means that he should, because I think we've moved on from him, and probably let's build around something bigger. Well, let's talk about Hector Bellerin. Now he's desperate to quit the club, it looks like, according to certain reports. We got that from Sky Deutschland as well, but he has believed that he has been snubbed by Bayern Munich due to his poor defending. Because of his poor defending, the Bavarian club no longer want to sign Hector Bellerin at all. So it looks like, despite being under contract until 2023, Bellerin is valued at a mere £20 million. Bayern Munich have such issues with the Arsenal right back's defensive work, they are unwilling to even pay that for him. Well, let's talk about more things. Arsenal squad earns £15 million more than Wolves, Sheffield United, Brighton and Norwich squads combined. Our players earn more and perform way less than these guys. We lost against Brighton, and we can, our midfielder goes on and tells to a Brighton player that I earn more than you. And then there's Norwich City. We drove against Norwich City, and then against Sheffield United we lost against them, and Wolves. So if these teams can actually keep players who can perform for them and pay them less amount of money, I think we're really in a bad tumultuous situation. Well, let's talk about more situation. Emiliano Martinez has an 81% save percentage this season, the highest of any goalkeeper in the Premier League. He deserves immense amount of credit. In addition to this, he also has the second highest PSXG per 90, and that is prevented per 90 minutes, stopping 0.43 xg per 90 only behind Hugo Lloris, who has 0.51. And Ralph Farman has an 100% save percentage but has only faced one single shot, so he has not been included in this important comparison. Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal on this platform every single day, twice. So don't forget to tune in to the next video, because that next video is definitely involving about the attacking midfielders coming to Arsenal. What is the plan of Arsenal to sign them? And not only that, we're going to discuss about the whole injury issue. There's an injury update for the next game against Liverpool at home, so we are going to discuss that as well. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're on a mission of making this channel reach 6,000 subscribers. If you guys can help me out with that, it'll be really great. And in return, you're going to get daily Arsenal content that is going to follow. So I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe.